5-time world champion. Feared every competitor. 1 second, one mistake, and the strongest man in the world couldn't even lift a beginner's weight. What happened next was even more painful than the injury. For nearly a decade, one name ruled professional bodybuilding and strength sports: Adrian Cain. 5 consecutive Mr. Olympia titles, countless world records, millions of fans around the world. People didn't just respect him, they feared competing against him. Every time Adrian entered a competition, the audience already believed they knew the winner. His opponents trained for second place. Journalists called him the unbreakable champion. But Adrian never acted like a celebrity. He respected every athlete, helped young competitors, signed every autograph. His confidence came from discipline, not arrogance. Then came the World Strength Championship, the biggest competition of his career. The entire arena was sold out. Millions watched the live broadcast. Every successful lift pushed Adrian closer to another world record. Only one attempt remained: the final lift, the heaviest weight ever prepared for the championship. Silence filled the arena. Adrian lay beneath the bar. He inhaled deeply. The referee gave the signal. The bar rose, slowly, steadily. The audience erupted. Then, for less than a second, his shoulders shifted, his grip slipped. The massive bar crashed downward. Medical staff rushed onto the platform. Thousands of spectators stood in complete silence. Nobody moved, nobody celebrated. Adrian was carried away on a stretcher. Hours later, doctors confirmed the damage: severe injuries to his chest, his shoulder, multiple torn muscles. One surgeon looked directly at him. "You'll recover, but professional competition may never happen again." Those words hurt more than the injury itself. Months passed. Surgeries, rehabilitation, pain, loneliness. Exactly 1 year later, Adrian walked back into his old gym. Everyone stopped and looked at him. Some smiled, some clapped. For a moment, it felt like nothing had changed. Adrian smiled back. He approached the bench press. He loaded only 100 kilograms, a weight he once used for warm-ups. He grabbed the bar, pushed, nothing. He tried again. His arms trembled. The bar barely moved. The entire gym became quiet. Then, someone laughed. Another person whispered, "Is that really Adrian Cain?" A teenager walked over, loaded more weight than Adrian had attempted, completed every repetition with ease. A few members quietly took out their phones. Someone muttered, "The legend's finished." Adrian lowered his head, pretending not to hear. The next day, things became worse. Nobody wanted to train beside him. Nobody asked for advice anymore. The same people who once begged for photos walked past him without saying hello. His old training partner saw him, then deliberately joined another bench, as if they had never met. The humiliation continued every single day. One afternoon, Adrian walked toward his coach, the same coach who had celebrated all 5 championships with him. "I need your help," Adrian said quietly. His coach didn't even look up. "I'm busy." Adrian waited. The coach kept training younger athletes, laughing with them, correcting every mistake. After nearly 20 minutes, Adrian asked again. This time, the coach finally looked at him. His voice was cold. "You're not the future anymore. I need to invest my time in athletes who can still win." Then he pointed toward the exit. "You should stop chasing your past. You're ruining your own legacy." Adrian stood there, unable to say a word. For the first time in his life, he realized losing his strength had also made people forget his worth. That evening, he quietly emptied his locker, placed his championship towel inside his gym bag, looked around one last time, then walked out. Without looking back, he had lost his titles, his strength, his confidence, and now, even the people who once called him family. Subscribe for part 2, because in the next part, he entered, would change his life forever.